In Trevon Diggs, once the shining beacon in the Cowboys' secondary, now finds himself at a crossroads. The 51st overall pick in the 2020 NBA. As draft burst onto the scene with flashes of dominance and swagger, earning back-to-back Pro Bowl nods in 2020 and 2022, along with a coveted first-team All-Pro selection in 2020. But as the 2020 NFL season looms, the question on every Cowboys fan's mind is, could this be Diggs' final year in Dallas? The harsh truth is that Trevon Diggs' star has dimmed in recent seasons, largely due to a cruel twist of fate in the form of severe injuries. The last 2 years have been brutal. Back-to-back season-ending injuries to his left knee have sidelined Diggs at critical moments, forcing him into grueling rehab and frustrating rehab alone. The explosive lockdown corner who once terrorized receivers and dazzled with his ball-hawking instincts looks like a shadow of his former self. In a league where, "What have you done for me lately?" as the mantra, the Cowboys are faced with an uncomfortable reality. Despite Diggs' early promise and undeniable talent, his prolonged absence and diminished impact have made his future with the franchise increasingly uncertain. The Cowboys, a team perpetually balancing championship aspirations with salary cap pragmatism, may view Diggs as a financial liability rather than an asset moving forward. From a purely business standpoint, the numbers tell a compelling story. According to Spotrac, the Cowboys have a clear financial incentive to part ways with Diggs after the 2020 season. If Dallas opts to cut him in the offseason, they stand to save over $12.5 million against the salary cap. A massive relief for a team always juggling resources. The dead cap hit they would carry in 2020 would be just under $6 million, a manageable figure in the grand scheme. More intriguingly, the Cowboys could designate Diggs as a post-June 1st cut, a move that would spread the dead cap hit over 2 seasons, 2026 and 27, at roughly $3 million per year. This financial flexibility might prove too tempting to ignore, especially if Diggs can't return to his pre-injury form in 2025. The Cowboys are, after all, a franchise that doesn't shy away from tough decisions when it comes to optimizing their roster and cap situation. Layer onto this financial puzzle the looming contract situation of another young cornerback, DaRon Bland. Bland, who has quietly been carving out a promising career himself, enters the final year of his rookie deal in 2025. With Bland expected to command a significant extension, the Cowboys could be faced with a challenging balancing act. Do they invest heavily in Bland and cut ties with Diggs, or find a way to keep both on the roster? The calculus becomes even more complicated when factoring in rookie Shavon Revel. The young corner was once viewed as a potential first-round pick before a college injury set him back, but his flashes of talent have not gone unnoticed. If Revel develops into the lockdown defender the Cowboys hope for, it could tip the scales decisively. Pairing Bland and Revel as the core of Dallas's secondary might be a more appealing long-term option than banking on an injury-plagued Diggs to bounce back. For Cowboys fans, this all creates a bittersweet narrative. Trevon Diggs has shown flashes of being a top-tier cornerback, a game-changer capable of flipping momentum with a timely interception or lockdown coverage. When healthy, he's a legitimate star. But the harsh reality of the NFL's physical toll, combined with salary cap realities and emerging talent, could push the Cowboys toward moving on. The 2020 season, then, takes on a new weight. It's not just another year on the calendar, but potentially the final chapter in Diggs' Dallas story. How will his recovery progress? Can he recapture the form that made him one of the most feared corners in the league? Will the Cowboys gamble on his health, or pivot decisively toward the future with Bland and Revel? Only time will tell. But one thing is clear. In the cutthroat, business-first world of the NFL, loyalty is often fleeting, and past glory can quickly fade under the weight of injuries and contract decisions. Trevon Diggs' journey with the Dallas Cowboys may have been brilliant and promising, but the unforgiving nature of the league means that 2025 could very well be his swan song in Big D. Stay tuned, because this storyline will only get more compelling as the offseason unfolds and the regular season races closer. For now, Cowboys fans can only hope that Trevon Diggs, when given the chance, returns to the elite level that once made him a cornerstone of Dallas's defense.